Hi everyone, it's Stu here from 3B. In this video I'm going to explain to you how you can get yourself a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 512 gigabytes with 8 gigabytes of RAM for around about £650 or $650. It tends to work with things these days around about pound for dollar with phones. So why and how did I do that? Let's find out. Okay, I know this probably sounds like clickbait and an awful lot of BS, but in fact it's absolutely true. I've managed to get myself an incredible deal on a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, brand new, unlocked, fresh from Samsung, for around about £650 by the time I've worked through a couple of hoops, let's say. So how did I do it? Well, it's pretty straightforward. First of all, right now on the Samsung website you can get a rebate. So if you've already got a Samsung S7, S8 or a Note 8, you can get up to £400 rebate on your brand new purchase through the Samsung website, which I think is a pretty decent deal. I'm getting £300 because I'm giving them this in return. And if you think about it, these go for the S8 Plus goes for around about maybe £400 on eBay. And if you then account for the fees, which is around about 10%, and then the hassle sending it, people maybe not being happy, complaining that there's a little bit of a scuff. Oh, I didn't realize it was secondhand. Oh, it's got a fingerprint mark on it. You know what people are like on eBay. They're a pain in the ass. But if I can skip that and it's only going to mean that I'm going to get a little bit less, then I'm going to do it. So Samsung offered me £300 for my old Samsung S8 Plus. You enter your IMEI number so they know the phone exists, and it's kind of sort of registered with them as an exchange, or sort of a part of their money off program. So that deducts the total amount for the phone to £799. So now you're probably wondering, but Stu, you said $650, you big fat liar, you. Yeah, I know, getting a bit chubby. Fat maybe, liar no. If you have, I'm putting this purchase through my business, and as most people that own businesses, they tend to be VAT registered. Now, I don't know how this really applies in the US, but in the UK, if you're VAT registered, any VAT that you've on any purchase that you've made, you can actually reclaim back every quarter. And I believe, having lived in the US for a couple of years, I'm sure that similar thing that on their sort of state taxes still exists in terms of if your business has made a purchase and it's a business purchase, you can then recoup that tax back that you've paid out. So I believe that still that exists there as well. But for how it's working for me in the UK, that works out about £140 or so in VAT that I can get back. So that knocks it down to around about, give or take a few pennies, around about $650. So for me, that's an incredible buy to get a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 fresh, unlocked from Samsung for by the time I got my VAT refund back, which will be due next month, and I've sent them the phone, I would have got it for £650. The other cool thing is they immediately knocked off the money. As soon as I entered the IMEI number, they knew that this phone exists and what it is. They knocked it off. It was like, wow, okay, I don't have to send it in straight away and then they'll knock the money off. So they're being pretty sort of open and flexible with that, which is cool, which allows me then to sort of keep my phone, transfer my data over to the Note 9 and then send this in, which I think is kind of key, really. So that's how I managed to get a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, 512 gigabytes, 8 gigabytes of RAM for an incredible price when you consider that I think it's around about £1,200, 1199, which is about the same in the US, $1,199. I could be wrong, give or take a few pounds, dollars here and there, but I think, you know, by the time you've knocked off a fair chunk of change, it's a fair amount of saving. And when you compare it to the latest tranche of iPhones, where if you're getting even anything relatively comparative to a Note 9 with that amount of RAM and memory from Apple, you're looking near close to £2,000, $2,000, which is ridiculous, Apple. Ridiculous. Just basically for a large iPhone with a big chunk of memory in it and RAM. Yeah, just a rip off Apple. Come on, got to do better. So let me know your thoughts. Does this offer interest you? I would imagine you would have to be quick. It's not something Samsung are going to be doing forever. And if you're in the market for a new phone, I think the Note 9 is a very, very good choice. And it works well for me because I do a lot of videos on my phone, as you guys know. And I'm really excited about using the Note 9 for that, and an awful lot of other things too. So don't forget to subscribe. It's the bell thing, so probably wandering around here somewhere, so around there somewhere. And I'll catch you in the week with another video and probably more ramblings. Who knows? Don't forget to subscribe now. Be a good loving person towards me, please. Thank you. Bye bye.